I knew you were gonna laugh at that.
So good.
That's so good, right?
Yeah,
I
I
love that
loved it.
ending at the end.
So good.
I can just and then here's when I was writing that ending at the for the intro, I was thinking of you talking, like phone sex operator.
Oh man, we're diving
Straight
right into
into it.
Curved Brim
Yeah,
after dark here.
yeah. 60
Oh,
seconds in.
oh my god, I'm
Uh,
sweating and crying up in here.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Hi guys,
Mm,
Hello, hello.
how
Here
we
we go.
doing?
Here we go. Jumping right in. Pat
I know,
Larson
right?
jumping right in.
Pat Larson jumping out. By the way, let's do this the right way. Hi guys, I am Ed of the Dad Head Chronicles.
You got Ed. You're well here. I want Anna to go next.
Anna of the baseball bucket list.
Paul of Baseball with a Smile. Hey, Ed, you went full thematic here with the Gem City Bison and the Buffalo Bisons.
That's right.
Yeah, you got the Bison and the Bisons.
Bison and Bisons.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, Virgil. The Arena Football League is back, baby. I love it.
All right.
Yeah. So excited for this. You guys don't
man,
even know.
I feel like I got to hang out with everyone today because I've been listening to everyone's podcasts. I heard Pat talking about the Syracuse Mets. I mean, God, it shows you how much I love Pat. As I was willing to listen to 2 minutes about the Syracuse Mets.
Tell me how you really feel about this, Paul.
Side sheets is they should go back to that. That's so much better.
But got to hang out with Eric Lichtenberg today. I heard him interviewed on the Earned Fun Average podcast. That was fun. The godfather of Helmet Sunday collection himself.
Hey, speaking of, did you see the Up to Chet podcast ice cream helmets?
Oh yeah. That was an amazing.
Can
that was
talk
an
about
amazing
how
post
amazing
right there.
those things are?
4 helmets, including a yellow one, of which there are very few out there in the wild. It was a beautiful post. Yeah, saw it. Congratulations to Michael on those beautiful helmets. And again, kudos to one Eric Lichtenberg for the amazing work he did on the branding for Up to Chat podcast.
Congratulations. It is very nice. I like it a lot.
Yeah. But I think we are burying the lead.
What is the lead?
The lead is that one Anna DiTomaso in the baseball bucket list has a new logo, which, by the way, is not in the updated branding for Curved Brim After Dark. I need to.
How dare you?
That. But Anna DiTomaso has new branding featuring Kirby Bucket, which was brilliant and hilarious.
So jelly. So jelly.
Created by none other than Dan Simon, prolific, talented, generous podcast logo designer Dan Simon.
I know, right? Listen, can we go back to one thing here really quick?
Yeah.
Hey, Caribbean series tomorrow, Zach. I'm with you, baby. I am with you. I've already been checking out ESPN Plus. I'm ready to go. So ready to go for baseball. That's my official start of baseball is Caribbean baseball right there.
That is fun. The Caribbean League baseball. It's I did tell you I went to a game in San Juan. It was
good job.
Puerto Rico. I want to say it was Puerto Rico and Venezuela. I don't know. It was 10 years ago. It was in 2014. I apologize for not remembering.
It's wild that's 10 years ago.
I know.
Have you guys seen where is it going to be this year? And Zach, you can back me up on this. The stadium is beautiful, first of all, and the backdrop is the sea and everything. So you guys got to take a look at this place because my God.
What place are we talking about?
Let me see if I can find it.
Okay.
And I'm sure Zach is gonna get ahead of me on this one. So Zach, back me up, buddy.
Wait for it to come in here.
I know, right? I'm waiting. But yeah, it's you guys got to take a look at it because it's in Venezuela this year. Caracas, Venezuela.
I've seen the photos on Twitter.
Man.
Right.
Yeah, wild. Yeah.
Listen, I think we should do next year CBM. We should, wherever it is, we should go there and do a live show. Wherever it is. In the Dominican Republic, in Puerto Rico, or Mexico, or back in Venezuela. I don't care. Let's do this.
Okay, let's do it. I have a friend from work. His name is Sam Ham, and that's not a joke. It's actually his name.
Still a great
But
name.
he wants to go on a baseball road trip. Or a baseball trip to the DR. Wants to go to the Dominican Republic. I think that would be amazing.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
So
I will die on this. I would recommend anybody that wants to go experience that go during the Caribbean Baseball Series because it is unlike anything else.
Yeah.
Is like you go to a baseball game and everybody sends up or sit down and it's like, sit down, you're being too loud. No, not in the Caribbean Series. Caribbean Series is music. You're standing, you're dancing, you're doing everything. So
that was my experience in Puerto Rico.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It's
And
different.
doing the World Baseball Classic, same thing. Oof.
So, well, can we get to the all important news that I've been waiting for all day, which is our breakdown of the poll question that I put out on Twitter earlier today.
Okay.
Regarding the use of the phrase minor league baseball to describe baseball leagues that are not major leagues. So my theory has always been that, and the usage that I have always used is minor league baseball, lowercase, refers to any league that is not Major League Baseball.
Yes.
And then minor league baseball, uppercase, is affiliated, 120 affiliated minor league teams. Because that's the organization, minor league baseball. Because like when you talk about minor league hockey, right? Like it's just all the minor leagues. There's no like official designation. So minor league baseball to me, minor league is just an adjective to me. It's not the official organization. So my question, and so I have been running this this poll on Twitter today with that question. And I got to be honest, it's way closer than I thought it was going to be. What do you think? Well, I guess I just told you it was close. What do you think it is?
I know because I just voted maybe an hour ago. So I've got some insider trading info.
I'm dying to know what did you vote?
I'd like for you to take a guess.
I think that
really
you are
close.
a descriptivist rather than a prescriptivist, and therefore you are okay with the inclusive usage of minor league baseball lowercase to include all non-major league levels.
Correct.
Okay.
I'm with Anna.
I think the way you broke it down is right. Yeah. I think the way you broke it down is right. So I don't know. Because I still say it's
all
weird.
non-major leagues.
Yeah. I still say minor league and independent. So I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm like befuddling the waters. But
all right. All right. Well, that's you're befuddling the waters. It's
what's up, Jimbo?
Hey, James Christopher is here. He's a major fan of the minor leagues.
I'm with Hannah. I just put everybody under one umbrella.
Speaking of new logos, though, James Christopher and Let's Get 2, they have a new brand now too.
Congratulations! Congratulations!
So
James Christopher coming in live from some, I guess, a hotel just outside of his home there, outside of Austin, dealing with the major ice storm that we've got going on here too. So glad to hear they're safe and warm at least, but little crazy goings on in Texas. Yeah.
Whoa, Paul! You just can't just drop that logo like that and not expect people to be talking about this.
I didn't even.
What do you think I've been doing over here, noodling around on my computer?
Yeah, talking and noodling. I can't. Seriously, guys, how cool is that
I know,
logo?
Kirby bucket, and the handle kind of looks a little bit like a hat.
It looks like a dome hat.
Yeah. So I was talking with Dan, like literally like the day this came out, I was talking with Dan. I was just like, hey, like, congrats. It's getting a great reaction. It's, this is what a beautiful thing that you did. Everyone loves it. And I said to him, I was like, I'm a little jealous, right? Like I sort of was like so proud of having the, the only Dan Simon logo in the minor league baseball podcast world. And he says, well, do we need to do an anthropomorphized helmet Sunday here? Do we need an ice cream helmet with, eyes and arms and a bat? And I was just like, nah. It's like, nah, it's perfect as is. I don't need anything
You can
different.
do that on the dad hat. You tell him that. It's okay.
Could do it on the Dad Hat Chronicle.
On the dad hat. Yeah. Just
we'll get you an anthropomorphized dad hat.
Put my face and make it a cartoon, and then off we go.
Maybe this is just the thing that Dan does now, right? Like if if you have him on your podcast, you get a free logo.
I'm okay with that. I'll have him as many times as he wants.
Pat wants to know how Anna voted. Anna voted for the inclusive use of minor league baseball to include all the things. So I'm sorry, I was noodling around with our overlay there, and I've missed all.
Zach,
comments,
thank you so much. They're using 2 stadiums in Venezuela for the Caribbean Series because of the number of teams. The stadium by the beach, home of the Tiburones de la Guaira, sorry, is 30 minutes from Caracas.
This reminds me, Ed, you would have been horrified in the interview that I did today for an upcoming episode on the Louisville Bats.
I'm going to drink now.
Yeah. At my first attempt at Murciélagos.
Still got to work on that.
Murciélagos.
Thank you.
Murciélagos. Well, I never did get it. I never did get it on the show. So
you know what you should do on your podcast?
What's that?
You should edit that part and then put my voice.
Just have you.
Murciélagos.
That sounds natural.
Mike
right, exactly.
Was disappointed.
Very, very, a white person, and all of a sudden a Hispanic person coming up, Murciélagos, and then back to Paul.
That feels like a Saturday Night Live sketch. It feels like something Tina Fey would do, right? Like,
yeah, yep.
That would be amazing, though.
Virgil wants a helmet with googly eyes. So, anyway, all right, I caught up.
Very soon, Philip. Very soon.
Yeah. If the smoke alarm starts going off, it's because I was cooking. Just being honest.
Oh God,
it smells a little smoky in here to me right now.
I made a pot pie today. Turkey though. Turkey. I made it healthy.
Turkey pot pie.
It's delicious.
Right. Happy Thanksgiving. Yeah. At the time of this recording, it's actually Thanksgiving right now. So
right.
This is all on tape delay.
At the time of this recording live, by the way.
Yep. Exactly.
Broadcasting live. At the time of this recording.
Listen, I know this is a largely baseball centric podcast here. And the last time we talked about one of my teams in a championship round of some sort.
Yes.
It didn't go great. Not for me anyway. Maybe it went great for some people in the comments, but it didn't go great for me. So I'm just going to say that there's a big football game coming up.
You talking about the Pro Bowl next week?
Pro Bowl next week. I hope you guys all have your bets in.
The flag football.
Yeah, take the over on the 150 points scored.
Listen, I don't care about anybody else right now, but I'm actually very excited to see how this goes. Let's be honest. It was already flag football at that point. It was touch football during the Pro Bowl. So the fact they're actually going to say, all right, fine, guys, we'll give you guys flag football. I'm okay with this.
Yeah. That's
but that wasn't the game. That wasn't.
No, that's the game. That's exactly what I was talking about. So yeah, waiting to see all of my Eagles represented in the Pro Bowl. I think.
Yeah. I heard there was a Rihanna concert or something coming up. Is what I heard.
That's pretty good.
Speaking of that, my wife is like, I'm very excited about the Super Bowl this year. I was like, I cannot wait for the halftime. Got it.
This is right. Jim made some deal with the devil about the Eagles winning the Super Bowl in 2017. So we'll see. The only thing I feel bad about is we've got Kiana Sinks and Bob Kendrick on Twitter tweeting about the Chiefs, and I don't want to be like, hey, I'm rooting for the
You let them know. I like you guys.
I don't know that.
I love you guys. I want them to go down.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, there's a big football game coming up. I am losing my permanent permanent lodging options in the Phoenix area. So it's there was some conversation about going to Arizona for this, but
it is not, Zach.
That house is gonna be all packed up.
It is going to be in Vegas, my friend. It goes 1 year in Hawaii, then the next they go back to a different city for where the NFL teams are playing. So yeah. Yep.
All right, Anna,
crazy.
Tell us about the reaction to your logo.
Before you do that, though, I want you guys to know that 2 of the players in the Super Bowl are from the same high school I went to.
No kidding.
The Kelsey brothers.
Nice.
Those guys.
Yep.
All right.
They went to Cleveland Heights. They're Heights High graduates. They're
How
Tigers.
what was their timeline compared to you?
Oh no, I was gone before.
All right.
They were in the
Just
2000s,
by a
and
year or two.
I was
Just by a year or
99.
All right.
I graduated in 99.
Okay. Anna, I want to know. I want to hear. First of all, okay, the episode where you had Dan Simon on was really fun, and
Mhm.
and he said basically, did you know, that that something was coming? Like you had an email and it was like, do not open. Right? Is that the situation?
Yeah, that's correct. He had when we started before we started recording for the actual show, he said, "I'm gonna send you something, but don't look at it until I tell you." And I said, "Okay." I thought this was my show, but yes, you're Dan Simon, so I will do whatever you
Yeah.
say.
No, he'll take over your show in a heartbeat. Don't let him.
I'll let him.
Next
was
thing
no
you know, you've got a
trouble,
3.5 hour interview.
You're right. You got a 2-part interview there, like over an hour long.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so he didn't say to you anything like, would you like a new logo, or like there was no inkling at all that like this conversation was even in the works?
No.
Okay.
Negative ghostwriter. He just, he said that, and then, so that left my mind kind of meandering through the whole interview where I was
Sure.
trying
The
to
whole episode, you're just
focus and
nervous.
Yeah.
ask the proper questions, and then, as we were wrapping up, he said, "Oh, go to your email and check this out," and so there you go. You had my live reaction to, opening up the email and seeing Kirby for the first time. So,
And
it was
so,
pretty cool. It was really cool.
I mean, it's a little bit of a risk, right? Because what if you had been like, oh, thanks, I already have a logo.
Right.
No.
I mean, not that you would, right?
Yeah.
But like, so okay, so you saw that, you were floored, and you're not going to be the most like extravagant reactor on a podcast, right? Like you're not going to like flip your lid and dance all around and like hoot and holler. But this was pretty like you
I'm
were.
very
There
animated.
was,
I don't know what you're talking about.
but there was like sort of a stunned silence for a little bit. There was sort of like, wow, holy crap, what am I looking at here?
I love
But then
how Paul is
okay,
not swearing, and I'm sure Anna was like in her head was like, "Holy shit!"
so then, um, so then, you had to wait like a week before you unveiled it, which to me is just like I can't like I unveiled the one that Dan sent me like 30 seconds after he sent it. I'm like, everybody look. So you waited and you made it coincide with that episode of your podcast. That must have been torture.
You
Yeah,
know
well, I
what
mean,
she should
you
have done?
guys what's that, Ed? What should I have done?
You should have just put. You should have done your circle picture in your Twitter account. You should have blacked that. I just put black on it and just waited out the whole week.
Just like crop out like Kirby's eyes there, right?
Oh,
Like,
that would have
soon.
been just a bat. Do the bat in the hand and then just put that there.
Yeah, what a missed opportunity. Yeah. I just, I think he had just sent a screenshot initially, obviously not final artwork, and, so that was instantly sprayed to you guys and my dad and my brother and obviously Nicole, and, I couldn't really keep it under wraps, from everyone, so, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that was, I mean, it was fun that you shared it with us. And then, I mentioned to Dan that I had seen it, and I was just like, yeah, I was like, what a kind thing to do. And he was very complimentary of your podcast. He's like, a great podcast deserves a great logo.
Yeah, he's too kind. It's almost, unbelievable how kind that man
Yeah.
is.
What's that guy up to?
Yeah, right?
What's his
What's this
angle?
ulterior motive on
Yeah.
this?
Something is up here. No, that's a good point, Anna. I'm going to Twitter with this. What is Dan Simon's deal?
What is he trying to do? What is he trying to do?
Yeah. Hashtag super nice. CC Pat Larson 1 and Eric the
There it is. I was like,
So he contacted me, like, he's so funny because I know that he's busy, right? He's got a lot going on. He contacted me and he wanted to do this trivia question thing. He's like, I want to do a thing at the end of each episode of your podcast. I'm like, I'm like, sure, let's do it.
Like, heck yeah, dude. But
Yeah.
but that leads to like one, he's very generous, right? Like, and two,
Yeah.
he wants to. You don't see a lot of designers doing that though, right? Just like wanting to share knowledge and share a lot about themselves,
Yeah.
out there like that. And I think that's very commendable. I think that's awesome.
Baseball people are the best people.
Amen.
Yeah.
I got a
Yep.
very kind Twitter message from someone who sent it, he sent it just as an aside and probably didn't mean it for public consumption, so I won't blow up his name or anything. But he is sending me, he's sending me some, I've never seen him on Curve Broom After Dark, so it's not anyone in the comments here. But he is sending me some helmets, and I was just like, hey, let me pay you, for the shipping or whatever. And he's just like, nah. And then he wrote this like long message about like all the nice people that he's met in the minor league baseball Twitter community and how, just like what a great group this is. And, just to do something nice for somebody is something nice. And, just paying it forward for all the niceness that he's. And I was just like, what a like kind message to send just randomly. Like I took time and money to send you something, completely unprompted. And, and then I'm going to write this nice note about how much I like everyone in this community. So it's a nice thing. It's a nice thing we found here.
Well, that's that's the thing though, right there. It's like how this whole experience have been with minor league baseball, right? Because like you got a lot of negativity in football, you got a hockey, even major league, right? But with minor league baseball, there has not been that I've experienced any kind of negativity, and if there is, that thing is being put to bed right away. Like, nah, bro, get out.
Yeah, that's true. So anyway, what a community we have here. So
crazy things. Let me take a look here.
All right.
Hey, I lost my list. I lost my list of the things that I was going to talk about today, guys.
Oh, you texted us.
I know. I'm looking for it. Right meow. Right meow.
Right meow.
Right meow. Okay.
You got
it? Yep, I found it. All right. Okay. Here's question number 1.
Okay.
All right. Can we finally debunk this myth that it is the mountain zone?
Yeah.
It does not exist. It doesn't exist. It is like Sasquatch.
Right.
Okay. It is a mythical creature. Yep. And can we put this to bed?
It's the East Pacific Coast time zone.
Gotcha. Cool. I like it. I think we should go with that.
Zach Beeson bringing up the fact that I don't like. It's not that I don't like the old Norfolk Tides logo. It's just that it looks like toothpaste. That doesn't mean I don't like it.
It does.
It could be a good logo that also looks like toothpaste.
I'm with it. It's the curve up on the T at the top of the T. I'm with you there. I'm with you there.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I can see that.
It.
That and then the negativity on naming the team after your parent club.
Well, that's just freaking dumb.
All right. Question number one. I want to hear you guys. What would be, and I put top 5, but I want the top 5 food items that you guys have during either the World Series or the Super Bowl.
I have a specialty. This is a thing that I do, and I actually only do it at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
I do a pretzel breaded buffalo chicken, where I take a bag of pretzels and put them through the food processor, and then I use that as the breading for chicken,
mm-hmm.
and then I make a buffalo sauce and serve that up. And there are people who come to the Super Bowl party just for the pretzel breaded buffalo chicken.
Now, is it chicken tenders or
it is
chicken breast?
It is tenders. It's sliced up chicken breasts.
I like it. Yeah.
So
I like it. That sounds delicious.
It is delicious. And so like that's my number one thing. And then it's like I just use the Super Bowl as an excuse to drink a lot of soda. I love soda.
Me too.
And the Super Bowl is like a perfect occasion for it.
Chili dip.
And when the Eagles won the Super Bowl in 2017, I hate how football does this. I hate how they do the 2017 season, but the Super Bowl is happening in 2018. Taco crusted chicken tenders. All right, taco shell. What's up, Mark?
Paul, you're hilarious.
What? Why? What'd I do?
You're so turning into the get off my lawn guy with some
Oh,
of
yeah.
these things. It's hilarious.
What did I start to say? I got distracted by the
It's
people in the-
2017. Why do you need to have the Super Bowl in 2018?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Well, that's goofy. All right. So that's goofy. So like we're like well into 2023 right now, and we're about to play the 2022 Super Bowl.
Oh my god.
But in 2017, 2018, in 2018, 2017, in 2017, February 2018, they did the so when the Eagles won the Super Bowl,
Yep.
and this was actually pretty funny because I was so nervous that we were at a neighbor's house, and I made myself a rum and Coke,
Mm-hmm.
and I put a lime wedge in it. And so I kept making rum and Cokes. And every time I made a rum and Coke, I would just add another lime wedge to it because the previous lime wedge was all spent. And so by the end of the night, the Eagles had, Nick Foles, backup quarterback, had taken down Tom Brady, and the Eagles were
MVP.
Super Bowl champions. And there were 6 lime wedges in my glass. So I had 6 rum and Cokes over the course of an entire football game. And the really funny thing is I barely felt it. Like I really kind of barely felt it. Like
You should instead of having it with Coke next time, have it with cranberry.
cranberry.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be delicious and alcoholic and take
very
care of the
much.
urinary tract infection.
Pretty much. Also, put a lime on it. You're still gonna continue with the lime though. Don't stop the lime. The only thing that you're changing is the Coke for the cranberry juice. And let me tell you.
Okay.
Yum yum.
Can I tell you a funny story, by the way, about the Udder Tuggers?
It's a great
that Philip
name.
just mentioned. I was at a Rockies game with Ranger Amy and Elizabeth Myers of I Declare Pastry. So we were at a game, and then Elizabeth's boyfriend Tyler was there. And so this dude goes walking by, and they're walking down the steps in front of us. So we were in the seats, and then there's like a stairwell down to the concourse in front of us. And this dude goes walking by, and his kind of full-figured girlfriend is next to him in a tank top, and he is wearing a Wisconsin Udder Tuggers cap.
Oh God.
And I go, "Hey, Udder Tuggers!" And his girlfriend wheels on me, and is like, "What the?" And like he's like, "Yeah, it's a great hat, huh?" And she's like, "Oh my God." But I thought she was coming at me.
He probably was. If he didn't
was.
say anything,
He
he
was.
probably was.
Well, and like, Amy and my friend Elizabeth and Tyler are there, and they're like, they don't know what the Udder Tuggers are. They don't know that this dude's wearing an Udder Tuggers cap. And so, so I guess I should think every once in a while before I just start yelling.
Probably a smart
Udder
idea.
Tuggers at guys and their girlfriends.
Hey, I like your Udder Tuggers. It's great.
Lime in the coconut. Here we go. It took this to get
Definitely an after dark moment there.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, Amy, I really wanted to say. I was like, "Well, Coke." That's how he gets through the night.
Why do you think I always get here 5 minutes before the show?
Hell would just spit my beer.
Oh yeah, here's Amy. So Amy was sitting next to me, and yeah, she was going to have to fight this chick too. I mean, she might not have agreed with me, but she was going to have to fight this.
Amy was ready to fight. I was like, "Great, thanks, Paul. Great start to our relationship, but now I got to fight somebody."
We've skipped over some things here. Johnny likes to smoke a pork butt.
Delicious.
But he can't get it in his mouth. All right.
I know it. So
everyone just
Curb Brim after
all right.
dark.
Well, since it's Curb Brim after dark, I want to know if Pat Larson has special plans for next week's minor league baseball hat history series, episode number 69.
Oh,
yeah. Today was 68.
Patrick.
Yeah, so I want to know what's Pat got in store for us for episode 69 next week.
Curb Brim after dark, folks. Let's
maybe
put
the
that
Udder Tuggers.
explicit look with the Udder Tuggers and pork butt.
And pork butt, yeah.
Oh God, this
Yeah.
this show is really going
Went off the
downhill
rails.
real
Who's ready
quick.
for baseball season to start, huh?
That escalated very quickly.
Yeah.
It's like it went 0 to 60 in no time. Oh
That's right.
God. Oh, I'm so okay.
All right.
Getting back to food,
Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay.
Anna, what do you have?
Oh yeah. This
Full-blown
was the question.
after
This is what do you have at the Super Bowl party?
Well, I have to say, with the lime carcasses, that's my uncle's life hack. He's a gin and tonic drinker, and he says that you must collect spent lime carcasses because that's how you know how many drinks you've had at the end of the night. So
That's what you do. That's how I knew.
Yep,
So that's
that's
happening
right.
again on February 12th.
Oh God.
That's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course,
I just
John.
like
John got it.
Patrick definitely should do it when next.
There we go. Obviously.
Definitely.
Nice.
Sorry.
Nice.
Sorry, we keep interrupting Anna.
You should put a background with like just a pole on the side, Patrick. We are creating his episode for next week.
This is very good.
Sorry, Anna. Continue.
That's all good. I just I'm not a big like entree person for the Super Bowl. I'm just like I want all the snacks, like all the chips, all the dips, and that sort of thing. So that's what I like.
I like that. I mean, you got to have your normal stuff like wings. Got to have wings.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, so do you guys host parties?
No.
I have. Yes.
Okay. The funny thing to me for my party, people always ask me, they're always like, "Hey, what can I bring?" And I'm just like, "You know what? Just whatever. Just bring whatever because it's always going to work out." And everyone, so first of all, there's always like different dips and different, whatever. People are just going to some savory, some sweet, and people always bring more actual food than they themselves can eat.
Mm-hmm.
But and so if everyone does that, you're left with this like massive quantity of food that nobody takes home is the other thing.
Then you're the one who's gonna have to like, no, get back in here. You're getting some of this food. Take it with you.
And you will be happy to know that I have indeed asked Elizabeth to bring a dessert.
I was just gonna ask because on the episode, your friends got mad at you.
Look, over here's Pat chiming in with this already. Yeah. She's bringing a dessert.
Have you guys ever had like you do ground meat, queso and then salsa, mix it all together? That is like the most horrible thing for you, but it's so good.
Yeah.
Yum yum.
One time I told a friend from Australia about the buffalo sauce, and they were like, "Well, how do you make it?" And I was just like, "It's basically just like, I mean, you could get real complicated with it if you want, but it's basically like equal parts hot sauce and butter."
Yep.
And
that's
her eyes went just like full like dinner plates, right? Like, and she's like, "Does your doctor know that you eat that?"
My doctor's coming with me too. He's coming out.
Yeah, the doctor's here at the party.
Yeah. Like the one thing that I do like to make, but it's like such time consuming, is one of those little the scoops with cream cheese and salsa.
Oh yeah.
That's like delicious. I told my wife introduced me to that, Darla, and I was like, "This is so white and so good."
It's so white. I don't have any football helmets. I know that they exist. I think they tried that like a little bit, like I don't know, like Kmart had it for like their slushies or I don't know. I've seen them. I've seen that they exist.
Yeah, they you got them, but they're like memorabilia kind. They're not like the ice cream helmets.
Right. It's a slippery slope. I'm not getting into that. So
my dad has a Notre Dame football helmet that is also a crock pot. So you put your queso in there.
Yeah.
I used to have one of those. The football helmet, the phone also.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, remember those?
Yep.
You guys catching Philip's reference here? 4 fried chickens and a Coke?
Nope.
It's over
my head.
Brothers. It's a Blues Brothers reference. Okay.
Sorry, Philip.
Nope. I have some like I have a National Park Service, like one of the flat brim Ranger hats that they served ice cream in. Someone sent me one of those. I don't think I have any other sports though. So
what? Paul have any other sport?
You know, it's funny. My daughter Maya likes to make Jello in the ice cream helmets. So she'll like make a bunch of Jello and she'll chill them in the ice cream helmets, and then we put them out on the table. So
It's not bad.
Here's a
yeah,
question.
yeah.
What would be the most absurd or strange hat with like ice cream vessel, right? So like I'm thinking horse jockeys.
Wizard hat.
Ah,
Well, that's too much like an ice cream cone. Too easy.
That's true. That's
ah.
true.
Gotta be really strange.
Really,
I'm going with
strange.
horse jockey helmet.
I guess the Pope's hat would also be too much like an ice cream
That's
cone.
kind of.
Yeah.
Yep.
Horse jockey. I'm trying to picture a horse jockey. Oh yeah, like a little, like the little tiny hat, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
To match the little tiny people.
Oh,
Yeah.
they are small people.
They're
so
small. They're
they're very small.
You can't be a big horse jockey.
I would not make it.
You can. You just wouldn't do very well. Yeah.
You're just not going to
Yeah.
win. Exactly. The horse is going to be like, oh no.
Like, gosh, get off of me.
Yeah, I got Gunther again. Johnny Bolin
There you
chiming
go.
in with mini bedpan.
Very bad pants.
Johnny Bolin chiming in from the museum,
Baby
of-
Cakes Memorial Museum.
the
Memorial
Baby Cakes Memorial Museum
I like
in
it.
Alabama, Mississippi. Something.
Alabama.
Yeah, I thought this was true. They used to make football ice cream helmets. Yeah.
Of course, the godfather of helmets would know that. And how like Sherlock Holmes with flaps.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
So Philip wants to know, is it socially acceptable to use souvenir baseball helmets at a Super Bowl party? I'm going to say, look, if they're putting football logos on baseball hats, then you can have ice cream helmets.
It's fair
at a
game.
Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And podcast communications.
There we go. That's the tail end. That's right.
Very short title. Very short.
Yeah.
Very much.
I enjoy it. I like it very much. I like hearing that, the intros of the different podcasters chiming in from where they're broadcasting from. I like it a lot.
Now I'm thinking about other helmets.
Now you're thinking, like a firefighter's helmet.
They do it. There's a team that
There's a
has one of
couple.
those. I see George
Yeah.
set sometimes.
The Yard Goats had one. I think the Stripers had one. So,
Police officer.
oh, interesting.
But it will be small on one side and bigger on the other. So it's like, at an angle.
Lynn's right, by the way. Fun episode on curling today.
Thank you.
The lady in that group, was she like 98 years old?
No, I never saw her because she didn't have her camera on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm like, it's okay. So is it awkward sometimes when you're doing an interview and the other person doesn't turn their camera on and you're trying to have a full conversation? It's just like,
I just had that in an interview.
I don't like it.
No, it's very strange. It makes me want to turn my camera off. Be like, oh yeah,
all right. Because then at that point, then I'm just gonna start looking
Right.
for as you're talking, I search the internet,
You're
for
texting
things.
me,
What I would
you're
never do
muting
such
your
a thing.
microphone and calling me, just being like, hey, what's up?
I'd be like, ugh, can you believe this?
See, I hate turning my camera on
Doing one
for,
of these.
for, like work calls.
Do you?
So I
You
get it.
leave it off for work calls?
Yeah, like I get it. It's just I feel like, because I mean, this is my office. This is where I work all day, every day. And so like when I turn on Zoom for work and people are like, whoa, what's all that? And I'm just like, "It's a lot."
I used to do the same thing at work, and they're like, "How many heads do you have?"
See, for me, it's like,
Exactly.
I mean, like, this isn't free, right? Like, this is for the OnlyFans page.
You gotta pay for this, baby.
This is for Curved Brim After Dark or the
Okay.
OnlyFans page, and then then and only then,
Then the form of payment is you gotta send me some ice cream helmets, baby.
I'm not sure what's happening.
At Curfew After Dark, anything goes right now.
That's true. This is the full like punchy, like we are ready for baseball season. 23
my
days
God.
until spring training games start. I get it. The
Yeah.
Caribbean series starts tomorrow.
Yeah, dude, chill out.
I chill it. I'm calm. I'm calmer than you are, dude.
No, I'm super hyped up about baseball starting finally. There's something about listening to a play-by-play caller in Spanish.
Yeah.
When someone does a great play or a home run.
Yeah.
Oh, it's great. In Spanish,
Reenact
Nothing
it
like
first.
it.
Let's hear it.
No.
Come on.
Oh, that's you gotta pay for that, baby.
Oh, I see. That's for Ed's OnlyFans. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna need you to
Have
send
you
me
ever?
a dad hat.
This is Curve Ram After Dark, so I feel like I can say this. Joe Buck. Have you ever heard the story about how he had to ask people to stop sending him? People were sending him sex tapes and asking them to narrate them.
Was this during the pandemic or something? Because
I
if
think
that was during the
I
pandemic,
think it actually was during the pandemic, right? Like,
because that's hilarious.
it is hilarious. It is.
I don't know if you guys seen the show on like Domino's.
Thank you, Philip. By the way, thank you. Which show on Domino's?
Like there's a show on Hulu where it's like like these guys like build these elaborate designs with Domino's, and then they tip them, and then you see them going everything. Joe Buck narrated that one of their episodes. I'm not kidding you.
There was like a baseball themed one.
Baseball, hockey, football one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like sports one, and it was.
Yeah. See, I thought we were going back to pizza, but that's
Amy is right here. I think Amy probably saw just purely just like not even intentionally, just because I was watching and Amy was near me.
What? That's crazy.
The Bryce Harper home run over the Padres in the National League Championship Series.
I think you should put that in Spanish on your Twitter.
I should. That was pretty great.
Reliving what
I
hurts the
listened
most.
when I in 2001. I was living in Montreal in an apartment where I could not afford a television or actually we had a television, but we couldn't afford cable. So all we had was the basic TV, which did not include the World Series. And so the 2001 World Series, where the Diamondbacks beat the Yankees, the only way I could follow that was to listen to it in French. And that is how I learned.
Wow.
Yeah, that is how I learned what happened in one of the greatest World Series ever played, listening to it in French.
You know what, Philip? French, first of all. That is I tried to learn French in high school.
Yeah. Yeah.
Didn't work out for
in
me.
college. It's done me a lot of good, professionally, to major in French.
I sucked.
Use it all day, every day in Colorado. It was my major. I majored in French in college. I kind of majored in French by accident. Yeah. It was
you didn't understand what you were signing up for.
No. I just finished it by halfway through my junior year because I placed out of all the intro courses. And so normally you wouldn't start the intro courses until like your second semester sophomore year. Or I'm sorry, you wouldn't start the literature courses. But I had spent the previous 3 summers living with my buddy Manu, who was an exchange student at my high school. And so I was like fluent in French teenage slang, which is still the slang that I speak now. So it's like people hear me speak French and they're like, "Oh, you're a teenager in 1991," because that's like my French is frozen in time there. But I got to college and my French was good enough that I didn't have to take the intro courses. And so they put me right into the literature courses. And it was funny actually, because I was taking French and journalism. I ended up minoring in journalism, and all of my French classes, I was like the only guy in the class. All of my journalism classes, there were no women. So it was like, yeah, it was like a very weird divide.
Do you want to know what my major what was supposed to be my major in college when I started?
Marine biology.
Sports management.
Interior design.
Interior design. Let's see. I could see that. Nice. A connection to aesthetics. And
Yep. Yeah. That was my major. I was good.
Yeah.
And then I went to Kent. And then
Oh no.
I flunked out of Kent.
You flunked out of Kent?
My first year? Oh God, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Sure did.
And then you ended up with the Triceratopses.
I did. I ended up with the Triceratopses, and then I went back to Kent and finished it at Kent.
Okay. You were like, F you, I'm back.
Yeah. I'm back, baby. I'm not Drew Carey. I'm back.
All right. I like that Triceratops one though that you went to. I hope that hat is. You still got it?
Right there.
Until you still got it, as if it's going anywhere.
Not going anywhere, but
yeah.
I have my 2 schools. I have a hat for my 2 schools. So yeah, no, it's there. I see it every day.
Very good.
Of course. Do I have it?
You're
hilarious.
I need to put some more. Knobs in the wall for hanging up some more hats. I have more hats than I have hooks.
Oh my god, dude! So do I.
Yeah.
Yeah, that sounds like
I
an
still have
Ed problem
space
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
I ran out of room, guys.
No, the room I have. See, you can see behind me here. There's
It's
space on the
growing.
wall.
No, your room is growing though. Your collection.
It is. It's sort of an accidental collection. It's not like I'm like I have to have like every single one that but it's like I just see them and I love them, and then Ed sends them to me, and Darla yells at Ed.
It's a true story. But here's the thing, though. I got to tell you, I got to give you something here. Okay, I'm looking at your background.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to switch up a couple of the hats there.
Yeah.
You got that one section of nothing but green, and it's like my eyes go straight to that. I'm gonna need you to switch it up a little bit.
You want them interspersed? You don't want
yeah,
the
you
color
gotta,
wheel? Okay.
see.
That's the interior design coming out in Ed.
I
right
did
there.
it. I'm sorry. I really did.
When I had them like pretty well regimented when I first hung them up, right? Like I was just like, it was actually like I tried to do like the color spectrum.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. There are 10 million distinct colors visible to the human eye. And I was trying to get one hat for each. And
let me know how that goes.
The Wampus cats.
Not yet, Zach. Not yet. It's actually on my episode 2 this year of my Wheel of Deadheads coming out tomorrow. But it is on my Wheel of Deadheads.
I'm very glad that the Wheel of Dad Hats is back.
Yep. I'm so happy. My daughter's like, hey, are we making a video? I'm like, let's go, kid. Let's do this.
Nice.
So we recorded one this morning.
Yeah.
So I'm just finishing up the editing, and it'll be up tomorrow.
Sneak preview. Who won? Who's
Our
going to be?
baseball team. Oh, wait. I can give you this. It's collegiate wood bat.
Ooh. Pit Spitters.
I already have one.
Oh,
I have 2.
You have 2 Pit Spitters hats.
Yeah.
Pickles.
Let me tell you Let me tell you an exciting thing I have.
I don't have a pickles hat though, because they don't have a dad hat. I do have the rosebuds though.
Oh, that's a good one. I have the pickles hat that Official League sent me for the for their their official ambassadorship program.
There's my official right there hanging on the doorknob.
There it is. All right. Let me tell you the exciting thing I have happening tomorrow. I'm a fan of Judge John Hodgman, and that I had submitted a case to be heard during the Denver live show at the Judge John Hodgman podcast. Well, it has been accepted as the headline case. And my running buddy Chris and I are going to go have John Hodgman hear our case tomorrow live in Denver.
That's amazing.
I know. I'm very excited. And I have a feeling. So I'm bringing them gifts of helmet sundaes, of ice cream helmets. John Hodgman's from Maine, so I'm bringing him a Portland Sea Dogs one. And I was struggling for Jesse Thorne. And he does a show called Bullseye. And a year ago this month, he interviewed an actor from the TV show Firefly. So I'm bringing him a Columbia Fireflies one.
Which actor?
I'm gonna have to look it up before the show. It's the guy who's in the show Resident Alien.
Oh God, he has been on it. He does a lot of voices for cartoons and everything. Did you know that?
I didn't know that. No.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I should listen to the Bullseye episode about it. So, have I told you guys the case that I'm bringing? Maybe we can get some folks in the comments to weigh in. Eric, the answer is no. I rearranged it a little bit to make some sort of space to create some room. The double A stack got really high on me, so I had to tighten up some and loosen up others.
Alan Tudyk.
Alan Tudyk, that's his name. But the case is this: my friend Chris, my running buddy Chris, has decided that he no longer believes in jinxes.
He is wrong.
He's wrong. So my thinking on this is, look, that's, I'm not trying to proselytize here. I'm not trying to interfere with anyone else's spiritual beliefs. So if he wants that for his own team, he's welcome to have that for his own team. Alan Tudyk was in dodgeball. That's funny.
He was. He's a pirate.
Oh my God. That's right. So like if Chris, we went for a 4-mile run and we had some Rainier beers the night that the Seattle Mariners broke their 20-year playoff curse. I suggested we do the same when they start the playoffs against the Astros. They had a 7-0 lead. He's like, nah, I'm doing something with my like family or whatever. And I was just like, okay. And so we didn't do it. No run, no Rainier beer. And then sure enough, they blow a 7-0 lead and, get swept out in a 53 inning game.
They gave up a home run to the most powerful hitter that they have, right down the
They gave
middle.
up a home run. Well, this is important to this case. So Chris wants to not believe in jinxes. He's going to wear what he wants, say what he wants, do what he wants, sit wherever he wants on the sofa. And I'm like, okay, that's fine for you. But I am seeking an injunction preventing him from jinxing my team. So the night the night that the Phillies got eliminated from the World Series, he and I went for a run that morning. And so we're running, and he says, hey, the Phillies have done a really good job of keeping Yordan Alvarez in check. Who hits the World Series winning home run against the Phillies? Yordan Alvarez. And so this is it. So I'm like, hey, look, you don't want to believe in jinxes, that's fine, but do not say things to me that are going to jinx my team. So that's my case. That's the case I'm bringing.
I'm with you.
Thank you.
You have every right because he jinxed you.
It was Judge John Hodgman who many years ago told me that the line between a hoarder and a collector is a display case. And that ultimately led to the Helmet Sunday Hall of Fame behind me here.
And every time I look at my hats now, I'm like, oof, I'm right there on the border, guys, because now I'm collecting them in the closet.
Right now they're stacking up. Okay, that's like, there's a line here.
Oh God, I don't want to cross that line. I'm about to start going into the bathroom and put them in the bathroom now. So I don't know.
What do you think he's gonna say, Paul? Like, what's your intuition say about which way he'll lean?
I think that he's going to side with Chris.
You think so?
I do. I don't think he can. He's not going to force someone to believe in superstitions.
No, you don't have to believe in superstitions, but don't
jinx my team.
Yeah,
exactly.
So I was at Nicole's parents' house on Sunday, and we were watching obviously the championship games, and my sister-in-law, Cam, huge Kansas City Chiefs fan, and I was halfway interested in the game, but apparently what I was doing as I sat in my chair was drastically impacting the game, because one time I got up to go get, something from the kitchen and I got yelled at. And so I feel like this case, it carries personal weight for me. I'm curious to see, how it all unfolds and how it plays out.
When the Eagles won the Super Bowl 5 years ago, Olivia noticed that every time she was in the kitchen or like basically not watching the game, the Eagles scored. And when she came in to watch the game, the Patriots would score. Now, this was a back and forth game, right? Like, so there was a lot of like, people doing things and changing them in like, so. And so she decided she was literally not going to watch the end of the Super Bowl. She was going to stand in the kitchen with her back to the television while time ran out. And I think we have Olivia to thank for for the Eagles winning the Super Bowl.
I kicked out Darla out of a game.
Oh yeah,
the whole time it was during the World Series. Okay, and it was one of the games. Yep, she was upstairs in the bedroom and she was doing something, and I was like, "You're staying up there." She came down, and then the Cubs started, scoring runs. I'm like, "Get back upstairs, go! I will finish this game by myself." So
I love this.
I'm telling you, she will tell you. There's like, yep, mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I was a brave man. Listen, when it comes to my team, all bets are off. Okay, I am the most irrational person.
Yeah.
When it comes to the World Series and playoffs, I still hate the Yankees to this day.
Yeah,
and they cheated.
Oh,
that's how I feel about it, and nobody's changing my mind. Okay,
all right, it's good. And Darla may stand at the top of the stairs and no closer.
Stay up there. You can listen to it. I'll turn the volume up. We have a big TV now. You can see it from the corner.
That's good.
Does that mean you're going to force Olivia to stay in the kitchen. The sheer
I
pull.
will. Yeah. So she's at Gonzaga now. So I'm gonna have to
Go in the
basically,
kitchen
Far away from the
somewhere
kitchen.
at
yeah,
Gonzaga.
like go into the student commons and stand with your back to the television and all right. And if the Chiefs score, I'll be like, Olivia.
Text her like, "Oh, we got it!" Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Yeah. So we're hosting a Super Bowl party this year, as I usually do, and I'm afraid I'm going to be. I don't think I'm going to be the best host.
I am going to be rooting for Philly all the way.
Well, I hope that's a good thing. I don't know. How have your rooting interest done this year? How the Browns do?
Oh, I was not rooting for the Browns.
All right, good.
No, I knew right off the bat. I'm like, God,
yeah,
this is going to be a bad year, and it was. So,
all right,
Yep. I did root for your Phillies.
Thank you.
During the Diamondback, the whole thing, for them to get into the playoffs. Remember that whole section?
Yeah, I do.
Remember the whole time I'm texting you and I'm like, come on, Diamondbacks, you have one job.
The only reason the Phillies made the playoffs is because the Brewers kept blowing leads to the Marlins.
Oh, yeah, could be the Colts. You're right. Could be the Colts.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right. Announcers too, right? Like announcers will be like, hey, Ted Simmons hasn't had a hit in 5 days off a left-hander during a day game.
Shut up, Joe Buck.
Exactly.
Oh God. I hope their QB went to OU. Good opportunity to remind Patrick Mahomes how often he lost to OU in college. Wow.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
That's pretty good.
So this is the only thing that makes me nervous about this is that like the Eagles definitely had, the Phillies definitely had like public sentiment behind them as well. So it's
Well, the Eagles kind of have public sentiment right now just because of the whole debacle with officiating during the Cincinnati game.
Right.
So
yeah,
that's been a little bit of a sore subject in the Cincinnati area.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like big time. That's Mike Sellers. Garden Minshew. Yeah, it's true.
Oh man. Yeah. All right, guys, we got 3 minutes here.
No,
we're not done.
Let's keep going. I'm just kidding.
Carry on in the Cardinals.
All right. Chip and the Cardinals. Okay. Field goals, free throws seem to be right for broadcasters. Jinx also. Right. Very true.
Totally. Kicker usually misses after a TV announcers. Yep. Totally.
Oh, he's been perfect all season until now.
This is documented science. This is like in 2008 when Brad Lidge had the save streak, right? Like he had a perfect season in 2008. And they would say it especially late in the season. They'd be like, Brad Lidge hasn't blown a save all year long. And the Nationals have like the bases loaded and nobody out. And it's just like, would you guys shut up?
Stop it. I don't want to hear it right now. I'm having a heart attack. See?
Anna, who's coming up tomorrow on the podcast?
That is one Bobby Brett, owner of the Spokane Indians and the Tri-City Dust Devils and the Quakes. And then an a Western League hockey team, I guess. So
he doesn't have enough teams.
No, he doesn't. He's a really, really great guy and a lot of fun. Very entertaining.
I want to do an episode on the Spokane Indians, but I want to get someone from the actual tribe to come on and talk about the tribe.
Yeah.
How legit would that be?
Yeah, that was super cool. I haven't been able to make it happen yet.
He's got a contact, so we might be able to make that happen.
Yeah, that'll be so cool.
Ed Rivera. We talked curling this week. Who you got next week?
We got soccer next week.
Okay.
Yeah, Matt Van Benschoten of Minneapolis SC. He's going to be. We're talking about the soccer club. They're just moved up from about a year ago from Indie League. Now they're in USL 2. So yeah, we talk all of that. So I was very excited.
All right.
He's a good dude. So really nice conversation.
Okay. Very good.
You guys will like that.
Yeah, I'll learn a thing about soccer. Ooh.
But Paul, it's going back to baseball.
Give the fans what they want.
We're getting some baseball back. So relax over there. All right, sunshine.
Very nice. Okay. I, of course, have the Spearfish Sasquatch this week with Jeremiah Byron from the Bigfoot Society. He was a lot of fun to talk to. And the first of the Studio Simon Stumpers series. So that we've recorded 3 of those, and we're going to keep going with them. Next week, I have my first ever 5-segment episode. I've got 5 different people on next week's episode on the Chicago Dogs. I've got someone from the team. I've got 2 designers. I've got Mike Trippy and Dan Simon.
Mike Trippy, good dude.
Yeah, exactly. It's 8:00 on the nose here in the Pacific Time Zone East.
I like that. That's pretty good. I like that. Yes, I enjoy that. I don't know, Philip. I don't know, but curling is a lot of fun.
What would the jinx be in curling? Have you
All
ever
you have
curled?
to do is put it in the house, right? Isn't that like, I feel like my dad's on a curling team. He's very
I signed up all my stuff. I just haven't paid the dues because it's a lot of money. But I'm ready to go for curling. You know, me and my yoga pants, because apparently gotta wear comfortable.
You gotta stretch. That was funny. That was funny. You're like, so you're gonna need some yoga pants, and she's like, or shorts. You're like, yoga pants.
No, yoga pants. So when I go running in the cold, I have like, you know, my cold gear.
Yeah.
My wife calls it my my yoga pants, you know, because they're like up to my calves and everything. So she makes fun of me. But
have you ever thought about moving somewhere where there is actual cold?
Yes, it was in Cleveland. Remember, I used to live in Cleveland. You know, I used to run in single-degree weather.
All right. This is you at the end of your episode. All right.
I see myself out.
Oh man.
All right. What a good episode today, guys.
Fun, a lot of laughter. We earned our after dark rating.
We earned it. We earned it today, guys. We sure earned it. So we will see you guys next week. You know, it was fun today, guys. It was a lot of fun. Let's do this again next week. How's that?
Let's do it. I'll be here.
Sounds good.
All right. Hey, guys. Bye.
Stay new to your dogs.